It's a clean with me. Huh?
Just gonna be inside here. I don't know why I'm making this many, but people know it.
Because you're hungry. Hungry! Hey guys. When you get in, make sure you hit a like. Just because. So, I'm hoping that you guys stay right there. I'm just going to start cleaning because I need to. I know. I'm surprising you. Surprise! We're getting ready for the day. Chef the English Bulldog is in the house. What's up, Chef? I'm cleaning. Like it's titled, The Calm Before the Storm. Hey, Finest. I don't have my glasses on, so it's going to be hard. Hey, Crystal. I figured I would go live. I never do, like... I didn't feel like doing a video of speed cleaning because I just feel like I always clean the same area, even though people like it, but... Yes, make sure you hit a like for me. Guys, I put on my community post because I've noticed that, unless you guys don't like me anymore, but it really does matter about likes and comments. And I've always, for the longest time, always tried to comment, you know what I'm saying? Even if I was busy, I would always try to at least heart it or comment it and let you guys know, like, I've seen it, but it really does matter. It helps, like, notifications. It just helps my channel, you know, get out there. This is a piece of my income for my family, so it, you know, it is kind of important. And I never ask for anything, you know. Although I am going, once I figure it out, because I never do it, I am going to put a an Amazon wish list. I did put one, but I don't know if I did it right. Canceling half my face. Hold on. Now it's really dark. Is it better? I'm gonna put a wish list because, as you guys know, my son is leaving for college and he does need some stuff, which I can buy it, but because you guys are so much a big part of our lives, I wanted to be able to give you guys the opportunity. If you did want to purchase something for him, I'm gonna leave it somewhere once I figure it out, because I did a wish list, and I don't know if a wish list is the same. Thanks, Anne-Marie. I don't know if a wish list is the same as a registry. I don't know. I never did it. I did it for Angie, but I don't know how I did it. Yeah, I'm going outside today. So the calm before the storm is we're gonna have a full house, and for the next probably week, my nephews are coming, so it's going to be me and the family plus 3. So I wanted to clean up a little because when they're here, there is no way that I could keep up. All their stuff, all their clothes, in and out the house. I end up getting like flies in the house, you know. So right now, the house is nice and calm. You can. Why can't you, Mira? Why can't you? I do not care, guys. I am the one who has to live with my body. And if I don't accept my body and love my body and wear what I want to wear, I will be a very depressed person. So wear less clothing, guys. I don't wear a lot of clothing, and I mean, I am getting older. Skin is a little different. You guys know, okay? I have a mom bod. I birthed 3 children. And my children were huge. They were, well, Tony was the biggest one. He was 11.5 pounds. And then Laylo, I called him my peanut, but he was still 9 pounds, 11 ounces. So it's like, I know, and my husband knows why my body is the way it is. And if you don't, or if you don't remember, I'm stretched out, okay? And I'm trying not to swear, but this is, and a lot of people will say, you know, it's not bad. And I don't think it is that bad. I mean, I don't know, to my eyes, it doesn't look that bad. When I'm heavier, I fill out more, so you can't see it as much, but I mean, I got that loose skin, look. But I put it where it goes, and I keep it moving, and my thing is, like, don't look at it. No, it's not that bad, but it is bad, because if you see, I have 2 scars going this way real low, which is fine. But Angie was emergency, so I had to get cut like this. So occasionally it will look like I have a butt in my stomach, and I could get it fixed. I could get it fixed, but I just feel like I almost died with my daughter. And I mean, I lost like almost all of, like, more than half of my blood, and I needed blood. I think I needed like 4 blood transfusions. I think I lost, like, I think you have 8, and I think I lost 6. So I mean, I was bad. I was really bad. So for me to be like going and getting surgery for it, but they still did regular cut. Well, I had placenta previa, which was, my placenta was attached to my uterus. It would not come off, and they saved my uterus. They saved me from having to get a full hysterectomy. I did not have to get a hysterectomy, thank God. So to me, it's like, if I go and I get like a tummy tuck or a mommy well, yeah, I guess that would be called a mommy makeover, whatever. What if something bad happens because I couldn't deal with my body? Like, people who have had weight loss surgery and they have like excess amounts of skin. Yeah, I get it. I would do that, you know, if you know, because what's the point of losing all that weight if you, well, to be healthier, yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, my tubes are tied. They are tied. They said if I got pregnant again, that I would die. I would die. And so they didn't take out my uterus. They saved my uterus, but they said you cannot have any more children. First off, I would have been the mother back in the day dying. And I would have died 3 times, obviously, because for some reason my body and my bones don't open up big enough to birth such a big baby. I don't know why. I mean, my father was 12 pounds. My grandmother just had big babies. She had twins and she had big babies. And I guess it's just in my genes to have bigger children, that my uterus just gets that big. But they couldn't, Tony had like a triple cone head when he was born, because they tried to make me push him out. And he was never going to come out that way. So, yeah. Yes, 21 watching. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. I mean, if you're here, you know what I'm saying? Why not? But I figured I would give you guys an update on a lot of different things. So, what do you guys want update on first? They should have did a C-section from the beginning. Oh, with my son? No, because back in the day, I had a midwife, and they swore, because my son was measuring larger. He was measuring larger, but for some reason, they thought, and I had gained I was over 200 pounds, and I started at 135, I believe. And the lady was like, oh, the midwife was like, oh, I would know, I had twins. It's more you than the baby, right? So she told me basically I was just fat. I was fat. And that my baby wasn't that big. Boy, did I show her when my one child came out to more than her 2 twins. I was so mad. I was so mad. I left that doctor's office feeling like crap, you know? Yeah, she was really rude. But anyway, of course they wanted, and I had back labor, and of course they wanted me to try to push him out, but he wasn't coming out, and his heart rate started dropping, and my blood pressure started rising, and they said, oh no, we got to get him out. And I dilated to 4, and I didn't dilate no more. And so they took him out. And then with Laylo, the doctor, I had a different doctor, and he said, well, I have a feeling because you had such a big baby the first time that you're going to have another big baby. But, because I wanted to do a VBAC, which is, you know, the vaginal birth without, after C-section or whatever. And it was really important to me because I wanted to do it like regular. And so he said, he kept telling me my due date was a different day. And I'm so in tune with my body, I knew exactly when I got pregnant. I mean, me and Kilo, he was basically planned and then unplanned. Okay, because with Laylo, it was like, and Tony was 3 years old when Layla was born. So Tony was 2.5, and sorry, I was reading the chat. So Tony was 2.5, and I told Kilo, I was like, I think I want to have another baby. You want to have another baby? And that night, we just didn't use protection. And then after that, I was like, maybe not. Hopefully not. Like, maybe it's not the right time. Like, let's not do that again, because that was scary. Like we planned it. Like, we didn't plan it for months. We just was like, want to have another baby? Let's do this. And we just, I think really we just wanted to see how it felt, like, because it was years that we didn't use a condom. And so we did. And a couple weeks later, missed my period, and boom, Layla was a cooking. So he was planned, but then, like, you know, it was just meant to be, I guess. I got that feeling that I wanted to, and God said, yes, you do, and you are. Hello. So, with him, the doctor had said, because of the big babies or whatever, and he told me, he told me that my due date was supposed to be on the 23rd, and I said, nah, I think it's supposed to be on the 20th. If my calculations are right, he is supposed to be born on the 20th. And he scheduled my C-section for the 25th, or the 23rd. 25th, I think. And I just knew. You know how you just know? Well, the 20th came around. That day came around. And I remember I was standing outside. It was April 20th. And I started having contractions. And they were together. And I went to the hospital. And he said, okay, well, we could try this regular and see if you dilate by yourself. Or, you know, we can go ahead and prep you for the C-section, which I was already scheduled for. So I had to make a big decision. I was like thinking, am I going to dilate? Am I going to? Is my body going to work the way it's supposed to? Because it didn't with Tony, but obviously it was never going to happen. So I waited and I dilated to 5 centimeters. Contractions were good, and then they stopped. And so the doctor came in and he said, you know, I don't think, you know, we could still kind of wait it out a little bit longer, but you could wait it out and it might not happen. You might have to have a C-section, or I can deliver your baby right now and you'll have him in an hour. So, although I didn't want to, I thought about it and I was like, and having a C-section to me was nothing. Like, I recovered, no medication. I did not take any medication. I don't like drugs. I don't like the way I feel on them. So I did not take any medication. I remember they gave me the Laudin after I had Tony. Oh, I rolled him up in a you know, a little blanket, right? Cocoon or whatever. Almost dropped my baby right off the bed. I like started taking out my titties and popping them in his mouth, like in front of everybody. Just stuff that I usually wouldn't do. And I was like, out of it. And I said, listen, whatever you just gave me in that IV, don't give it to me again. And so for my C-sections, I just took Motrin, Tylenol. But it was kind of devastating. I even think I have a picture of me, because Kilo took a picture of me talking to my mother on the phone. I had to tell her that, you know, I was telling her that I had to get a C-section and I don't want to. But then soon after that, he was born, 11 and a half pounds. So, and he was good. Like, that birth was good. It was Angie. It was Angie who I started bleeding because, and mind you guys, when I was pregnant with Angie, I could not have sex. My poor husband, I could not have sex. After I think 6 months, they told me I could not have no more sex until the baby was born because I could potentially make her be delivered earlier. That was hard. So anyway, but I don't know how I got into all of that, but I did say, what do you guys want an update on? And then I just jumped to that story. Oh, because somebody commented about the bathing suit, that's why. I'm just washing dishes right now. So there's a couple things that I've been talking about. So I just wanted to know if you guys wanted an update, and what did you want an update on first? Because I will touch on different things. Because I know a lot of people are asking questions and stuff and inquiring, you know, certain things, and I'm not really able to. Oh, really? They don't get, wow, okay. Well, I don't know what they give here in Connecticut now, but they used to give you like narcotic. Okay? No, thank you. I think I saw somebody, oh, I had a full hysterectomy. Waiting on biopsy results from linear breast calcification. Didn't you go? Yes, I did. I did go through that, and it is very scary. And the first time they did find something, they removed it. And the second time I went, and it was just calcification. So don't, you know, don't get yourself all shaken up, you know, because it could just be calcification, and that is it. So I will say a prayer for you. My husband just gave me 20 minutes and told to talk. Hold on. Okay, I'm missing. All right, somebody wanted to. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, everybody in the chat. Don't they? This is 6'5" and the second is 6'3". Yeah, don't ask me how I birthed these big children and they grow up to be like, I mean, and I'm me and Kilo are 5. Kilo's 5'4". I'm 5'3.5". Will you stop with that? And these kids end up being like 6 foot because Tony's 6 foot.
He is?
Yeah. It says right there on his license too. So Tony is doing good. He's doing good. His mental is good. He came over and he visited. He was working up the street and he said, "Hey, Ma," because Tony he's messaging us now. He's calling us. He's talking to us. It wasn't like, it's not like before where he was nervous because for some reason I don't know. He gets anxious, I think, because he didn't want to have a certain conversation that was needed as to why he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And I think that's what he was nervous about. And Tony had said that he was ashamed of the way that he left, so he felt bad. So, you know, some people would rather just not deal with it and stay away rather than just confront it. Me, I want to get it out the way. Then I don't have to worry about it again. But anyway, he is communicating with us. His mental seems very good. He did get his tongue pierced. And his friends did ask him, because he told me this. Tony does not hold his tongue. So when he feels something or he thinks something, he says it, right? So I guess he wanted to know. He didn't want me to be mad that he got his tongue pierced. And I'm like, so he told me over the phone. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, you're crazy. Like, you know, make sure it don't get infected. You know, get hurt, you know. So anyway, he used mouthwash. So he was working up the street and he had said, "Ma, can I come over to get something to eat?" And I said, yeah, come over. And so he came and we had to like, search for what he could eat with a pierced tongue. So I gave him like, yogurt or whatever. So I'm able to see him and see how his psyche is and see how he's doing. And to me, he's definitely okay. I do have to, I'm glad that he's talking to me because I do have to watch him and make sure that he is mentally okay. But as of right now, it's all right. Hold on, let me read the messages.
Wait.
Yeah, he was embarrassed. Yeah, he was.
Why couldn't he
For his tongue?
Yeah.
I don't know. And when he said, Ma, so you're not mad? He was like, I was nervous you were going to be mad at me. And I was like, why would I be mad at you? You're
His
grown.
tattoos are worse than his tongue piercing.
Yes, his tattoos are way worse. So why am I going to be mad at you? You're a grown man. This is your body. Like, you could take out a piercing, I wouldn't be mad. I was like, I got my lip pierced. I got my nose pierced, Like, no, I got tattoos. I'm not one to, you know what I mean? So that was that. And his friend did ask him. He told me this. He was like, yeah. I said, so what made you get it? He was like, my friends asked me that too. They said, Tone, are you getting this because you're crazy right now? Yeah. Or are you getting this because you want it? And he said that he's getting it because he wanted it. And his brother told me that, Laylo had told me that we've been talking about it for a while. So I don't think it was a manic moment. Right now, he seems pretty focused.
Can't even talk.
He can talk.
Oh, he kind of sounds like he's like in this stuff. So it's really not that bad.
He said, hey, Millie. He said, I just don't want to get a lisp. I'm like, Tone, you already have a lisp. We all have lisps.
You don't really have it.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Jackie used to always make fun of me. You don't hear it because you hear it every day.
I hear it from my own voice.
Yeah, you have a lisp too. I mean, as long as you could form words and people know what you're talking about. And they do.
Wait, say snake.
Snake.
Yeah, I have a list with my S's because I go like this.
Yeah, you put the tongue out. Your brother does that too.
I don't know why.
Tony used to call socks cocks.
What?
Tony used to call socks cocks. But that has nothing to do with the list. But he had to go for speech. Tony did have to go for speech when he was little. Yeah, he does. He uses mouthwash.
That's green service. Other one, right there.
Can you stop being a co-pilot here?
I don't want to be using dirty stuff.
You can help me clean. Hold on, let me read the comments. Hold on. Make sure, guys, there's 39 in the chat. Let's get the likes up. Alright, let me see. As long as he takes care. Hello, haven't been around in a minute. Hey, Millie. Hey, Valerie. Hold on, I'm trying to. I just don't want to miss anything. Crystal, update us on anything. Oh, as far as my friend, that was the update I wanted to tell you guys. We're gonna talk about the conversation because that day I went on live and I was crying and I was so upset. Remember, I came on. If you missed it, I came on to vent because I didn't want to do the wrong thing. Hey, Anchor. I'm cleaning and we're chatting. We're updating.
Bye.
So I cooled down that day. Thank God I talked to you guys. I cooled down that day. I started really thinking. A lot of your comments, put me at ease. That he is getting in tune with his mental and his body. But I did message the girl, my friend. wanted to tell you guys what happened with that. Layla doesn't like her. Right, Layla? Huh?
I don't dislike it.
Well, hold on. Let me finish these dishes, and then I'm going to go on the porch. Come on, sir. Come on, sir.
That really doesn't need to be clean.
It does. It has food on it. So talk to me while I finish the rest of the dishes.
For me?
No. You can talk to me. What are you doing today before work?
Nothing.
Like you, I do.
Absolutely nothing. Stay in my room, that's it.
Talk to me. Tell me something good. Hey, Alina. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about that. Because I know a lot of you were saying, you know, oh, she's not your friend, right? I was feeling that too. Like, I'm going to tell you. How's it going, babe? So, there's a video coming soon. Remind me. Hey, Mel, after I'm done with these dishes, remind me. Hey, update us on that conversation, okay? Because I don't remember. Because my brain, sometimes I swear I have ADHD too. I think everybody does. I don't know. My brain just takes me all over the place. So, I have a vlog coming. We went to the park. And you'll see, Hila was doing his dang old thing with the tennis racket.
Yes, sir.
But if you guys don't know, my husband is 48 years old. No, he's going to be 48.
Secret.
He's going to be 48 really soon, guys. We're going to have a big party. Hopefully. And he was playing tennis and he pulled his freaking back out. So, for the last 2 days, he wasn't able to work. And so now today, he's busting his ass. Take multi leg.
Yes, I shall.
Just chilling after a little workout, sitting on the sofa with my dog. Oh,
Nice.
I'm almost done with the dishes.
Nice. Oh.
Is it bad today or it feels like it's getting better? Oh no, I missed it.
It's a decent day.
And I can't even scroll back up because of my fingers. My hands are wet. Alright. Let me just clean off the counter and I'll put you guys over here. I'm trying to clean up before they come.
Yeah.
Say hi, Kilo.
Squad up. What it be? What it look like? How's everybody's wacky Wednesday going?
It's Wine Wednesday.
It's wine.
Anchor,
Wednesday.
it's Wine Wednesday.
And we're not talking about wine about your problems because we don't want to hear that shit.
I did that already.
We're talking about a cold red or white wine. Or a .ta kind of wine. If your husband's around, you feel like whining on him. That's okay too, you know.
That could be a wine.
That could be okay. That's a good kind of wine.
Hey, Kilo.
But we don't want to hear about the problems, man. You can either think about the problem, or you can either solve the problem. I'm all about solving. What problems? So it'd be cool too about the tennis thing because that's gonna be like an every Sunday thing.
Oh yeah.
Which I can tell I need
well,
because my body's so messed up.
I didn't put that vlog out, but that was a good day.
Yep, that was a very nice day.
So they didn't see, but
it was right after the other good day.
The funny thing was, remember when you was talking junk in the beginning of the vlog? Like, we gonna go over there and school them and show them how it's done. And then we're gonna take their rackets.
Yup.
That's not really how it happened.
It was all facts. But we could have did it, though.
But you didn't want to do that. They were nice. They were nice.
They were
people.
cool. They were cool people, man. They're cool people I know from their hood,
Some
you
people
know?
like to hold grudges even if it means to burst the rules.
Yeah, not about holding grudges. No whining and no holding. Especially grudges. If you want to hold a breast or two, totally fine. Ladies, if you want to grab a cockaroo, rooster, totally fine. But grudges? Grudges. No, we letting them shits right out the hand. We ain't even gonna catch it. We're just gonna let it, like, boom. That's how we treating it. You said grudges? That's how we roll, baby. And then you move lighter. All of a sudden, you just feel lighter. You're like, damn, did I lose weight? Nope, you're just not holding any grudges.
He left the thing on. So Kilo tried to do DoorDash and Uber Eats at the same time, and he got a call for Uber Eats, but he doesn't know how to read Uber Eats yet. And he's like, I am too busy. I need to grind today and make this money to be trying to figure out Uber Eats, because he took an order and he thought it was going to be for $7.14 or something. Maybe that was the miles.
He gave me 2, no, so
And
go ahead. I just got a text saying my tip was $5.14 and it turned into $7.14. But still, if I'm driving, I need it to be accurate. I don't need to wait hours later for you to make it accurate.
Okay, so
I did make the.
Okay. So that's good then.
But then it said to link my account, to get paid.
Yeah.
Did I ever do that?
It didn't. So
Nope.
you gotta link it.
So now I gotta link this whole thing just to get my $7.14 from
That's
him.
okay. You can link it to PayPal.
And I don't know if they get paid the same day as DoorDash. A lot of things.
It don't
to worry
matter.
about.
Good.
I'd rather worry about that in the beginning of a week,
Anyway.
not when I'm trying to make my money.
Anyway,
After I make my money, then it's
he
like,
thought he was only gonna get $2, but he ended up getting more than $2.
Well, it was weird, guys, because I never did Uber before, and it looked like it said it was really weird because with DoorDash it tells you the miles and the tip, but this one it was like $7.14 for a 16-minute drive, 2.0 miles. I'm thinking 2.0 miles is not 16 minutes, so I'm already kind of confused. But I'm like $7.14. I see 2 miles. I'm gonna ignore the 16-minute drive. It was right down the street. Went to McDonald's, went right down the street to Naughty High School to drop it off. And then it said you got paid $2. I'm like, $2? $2? I ain't see nowhere it said. It just said $2.
But baby,
Not doing that shit. Nope. And then 2 hours later, it was like, oh, you got a tip for $5.14. Oh, so I did make the $7.14. But then the numbers was all messed up. Nope, not doing that. I need my money, and then I need a dash to get the cash, and then I need a dash to get some. No, that wasn't funny, guys. No, all right, my bad. It's too early. Never said I was funny. I'm a door dasher, not a comedian. That's what we're doing here. Anyway.
I'm coming. I'm just making a cigarette.
So I think it's time to get a bottle because I do know that the people want us to go live on Friday. A Friday they live. They like it when we're drunk. And we're talking out of our ass, apparently. No amount of money can get me to drive right now. And Crystal, it is miserable out there. My back is still tweaked. Like I didn't know I was gonna tweak my back.
I think she's saying more because of the money. Because of the money that it
I'll be
costs
like,
to just
nope.
gas. The gas.
I'm saying no to everything. Nope. If I'm not benefiting from it, I ain't going. Nope. That's my favorite part of this job is that I have the ability to be like, hell no. No.
Hell to the nah.
Not doing that one. Anywhere else, I gotta be like, okay. Hey, you want to sweep that floor? Yeah, all right. I can be like, nope. And they don't look at me different. That's the other good thing. There's no one to look at.
There's a freaking fly up in here. And I hate flies. You guys know I hate flies.
But they love you, girl.
I got my lighter. I got my cigarette. We're about to have a combo. Hit the like if you haven't yet. It's going to be 114 out today where Crystal's at.
I'm working with my stickers.
You know what,
and
Chef? Chef, the bulldog said, do Walmart Spark. They don't have that
My
here.
sister was telling me about that.
They don't freaking have that where we are.
I'm on the waiting list to try the other one though, Instacart.
Babe, can you get me the stand so I can put them somewhere so I don't have to hold it? Oh, listen, we got 50 people. We got 50 people in here, bruh. We got 50 people in here. We need some more likes. We got 37 likes. I told y'all. I told y'all about the likes. It matters. It matters. It also gives the people who are subscribed, like, I think sometimes if you don't hit the like, I feel like the notifications or like you won't even come up on the people who who are subscribed to you. Like, it's weird. Anyway, let me set you up right here. Hold on, guys. We got Georgie dashing with Kilo. Hi. So, I can't. I'm about to have a convo on Jaleesa.
Well, I'll be right here next to your couch.
Hold on. Hold on. She's making something. What are you making? Oh, we can chalk.
A banana.
Great. Nice.
Like it?
Yes. Okay, now I can see better and yeah, well, Kilo did say something happened to my face right here, guys. It's like I think it was in the middle of the night. It started burning in my sleep. Hey, Titu.
That does not even look like a banana.
So we're supposed to go live on Friday. But anyway, 46 people in here. Hit that like. Yes. There's 52 actually. So I wish it was like 52 likes, but I know that's not. All you have to do, guys, is hit the little X for a second or go back, like it, come back. There we go. Namaste. All right, so. Hey, everybody coming in. Okay, so we're going to do an update on Hugs Back all the way to India. That's cool. That's cool. Social media is really cool. So, I messaged my friend, right, eventually. And I said, did my son tell you, I got to be careful how I say this, guys, because I don't want to get the live shut down. I said, did my son tell you that he was feeling a certain way? And she said, it wasn't like that. And I'm like, what do you mean it wasn't like that? And she said, well, he didn't actually say those words. And I said, well, what did he say? And she said, and this is all in text. She said that he said he didn't want to be here anymore. I said, but that's the same thing. Like, if something would have ever happened to him, and you would have known, and something did happen, like, that would have been really fucked up, right? So, what she said was, I guess Tony was getting into it with his girlfriend, right? And mind you, he was staying at her house, because the girl was cleaning her house for her. And so, because the girl was cleaning her house, my son was able to stay there with her, right? As long as the girl was there. So that's how I was able to keep an eye out on my son. When I said the girl had eyes on him, the girl had eyes on him for me. Not that she had eyes for him. But it is the same thing, okay? Because when she told me what happened, he got into an argument with his girl. And this is before he was working, when he was at his low point, right? He got into an argument with his girl, and I guess she left, and he went back to my friend's house. He walked in the house, and at this particular day, Tony must have been, in a manic, like, angry, right? So he goes into the house and he's cussing. F this, F that, F her, F whatever, whatever, right? So I guess this is the same day that her man's family was there. Tuppy, that's why I got on live. I got on live, and I usually don't do that. Um, but I had such a sick feeling in my stomach. I was like, all my emotions were all over the place. So I got on live, and thank God for you guys, I was calmed down a little bit, right? So anyway, so he comes in, he's cussing, and her family, or dude's family, she was just meeting them that day, and they were in the house. So I guess Tony was cussing, and she had said, listen, Tony, you can't be acting like that. Like, you got to go right now, right? Okay, so Tony leaves. Later on in the day, family must have left, whatever, whatever. Tony comes back. Him and his girl come back. Her, my friend, and her boyfriend have a conversation with Tony and his girl. And she said that he said it then. Hey, Amanda. She said he said it then. He was really, really upset. He said that, he didn't want to be here anymore and whatever, whatever, right? And she told me, but then we had a conversation with him and he seemed to be okay. Mind you, this girl, my friend, told me everything else, right? Told me that, she thinks he needed medication. She thinks he was manic all the time. He can't sit still. He's up, down. But now, at no point did she ever tell me. Because when my son wasn't talking to us, she was the only way I knew that he was okay. Mentally, physically, everything. When he broke his foot, he did tell me he broke his foot, but I was able to know, like, if he was okay, did he go to the doctors, because she would tell me. He never went back to the doctors, guys. He just walked around with a messed up foot. But anyway, so my thing was, why were you able to tell me all these things, but you weren't able to tell me that my son did not want to be here anymore? So I was upset about that. And then I found out from my son that she told him that she thought he had Asperger's. Now, you have this kid that you obviously know he's bipolar. You know he's in his up and downs, right? What in your mind would make you think that it would be the best moment to tell this kid who knows he's different, who knows he's having some issues, right? What would make her think that it would be the best time to tell him that she thinks he has Asperger's? Oh, that's great. I mean, obviously he got through it, but that could have been you or his own. I don't know, but the fact that she told my son that, and the way Tony told me was, he said, I would come into the house and I would be really excited. I would be really happy. And us who know my son, that's normal to us. He's hyper. I mean, you have seen him. He's hyper. He talks fast. He's just hyper. Okay? When Tony is loud, that means he's happy. You could tell when Tony is happy and when Tony is angry. You could tell. Like, growing up, when Tony was little, before we even knew he had these types of issues, he would be that kid screaming in the room. And I remember him being little and me sitting down and watching TV, and they were playing the video game, and other kids, they could hold their excitement in, but he would just be like, yeah, crazy. And I remember sitting back and just smiling, like, he's happy. So for her to just say that, that bothered me too. But then, like, she was talking back to me. She was texting me back. And then I said, listen, I just wanted to clear the air, I just wanted to know these things. I just needed to get it off my chest and ask you. And I said, I totally get it. And I never wanted you to be responsible ever for my son. And I told her I did appreciate what she did for him, because at a time where he had no place to go, or so he said, because he could always came home, but he was ashamed. Whatever. I don't know how his brain works. At that time, she was feeding him, you know, as well as the girl and anybody else that came in the house. And she was giving him a place to stay. So I can't be that mad, but I was mad. Now I'm okay, but after I mentioned the Asperger's thing, she hasn't talked to me. She hasn't even looked at it. She probably did look at it, but she hasn't messaged me since then. So, you know, it is what it is, but that's what it was. So that's what happened with her. So although I know you guys are like, yeah, she's not a friend. She was a friend. I think a friend who made the wrong decision. Now, some people say, maybe she didn't want to break his trust, but the fact is, I got lip gloss on me. The fact is, it's my child. It was my child. And if anything, if I would have ever known anything about her child, I would have definitely, I don't care about no kind of trust. Like, this is serious. Like, they're talking crazy right now. I need to tell his mother. And I would have went over there. And at that point, if my son was that low in saying those things, see, when he was over there, I didn't want to just show up because I knew he wasn't in that right frame of mind, because I know my son. And I didn't want to go there and, because she would say, Tony's going to be here, or Tony's here, you should come over, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I knew he didn't want to see me. Like she would tell me. And I didn't just want to show up because I didn't want him to run. If that was his safe spot, I wanted that to be his safe spot. Like, I didn't want to mess anything up. But if I knew, if she told me he was that low, I would have been able to go there. And thank you for the likes, guys, by the way. I would have been able to go there. And at that point, he would have taken me with open arms, and I would have been able to help him. But I wasn't given the opportunity. But thank God, if you bark, hey, stop. Why when I say stop, she goes. I would have been able to help him, but I couldn't. But thank God he got through it. He got through it. But he's gonna end up going through it again. And he knows it. And he said, I don't know, Ma. It's just that it seems like I always have to go down hard before I get back up. So he is learning himself. He is. He's learning the triggers, I think. He's learning, I think he's learning himself as in what he needs to do, because he said, when I go through a situation and I don't know what to do, my mind starts yelling 5 different things at me, and I don't know what to do. And he said my fight or flight takes over, and I just go. I just run. It's like I don't know what to do at that point. And he has always had a problem with his emotions, I think expressing himself, and so he doesn't usually cry. He gets angry. So anyway, that's the update with Tony, because I have been seeing him. He has been coming over. He came over to get some food one day, and he's so much like me. Like, he's such a penny pincher. He'd rather come over here for food instead of spending his money. He's smart. So anyway, I found a bunch of food, ravioli, because he's in a hotel. He's renting a hotel room, and he's doing really good. And he loves it. And he's making music again. Through all of this time, he was not making music, and Kilo was the same way. And even Kilo, and I told Tony, when Tony had said his brain starts yelling 5 different things. Now it's his own thoughts. It's not, other people. It's his own thoughts telling him what he should do. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? When I was talking to Kilo about it, Kilo said that he gets the same way. And I told Tony, Daddy gets the same way. Maybe you should come over here and just, chill out and talk to Dad one day, And he was like, okay, Mom, I will. So, things are okay right now. But I will definitely keep you updated. But he's doing okay. He's doing good. And he got his tongue pierced. And he was at the street and called me yesterday. Ma, can you bring me some Motrin over? I think it worked. So I drove up the street with the Motrin and some yogurt because I'm a mom, so I'm like I got him some yogurt, a water. Told him he got to eat before he takes the Motrin, all that good stuff. So, you know, um, he's okay. That's what you guys are saying. He needs to find some coping mechanism. Stupid, I know, but counting or touching each finger in a pattern. No, it doesn't sound stupid at all. The other thing is, I don't know, because when Tony was little, he had tics. Um, that's kind of how it all started. That I started noticing something was different about my son when I noticed he had tics, which was first I think it was he would go like this, like that, all the time, and do his neck up. And so I took him to the doctor for that. And I think another one was because I don't know if you guys know, but people with Tourette's, he has physical Tourette's, not vocal. Um, and he does pretty good now. I don't think he doesn't he doesn't have really a lot of tics. His neck will hurt and it'll go like this. Oh, he does. Yes, he does. His tick now is doing this, back and forth with his jaw. Um, but that's what I noticed first. I noticed he had tics. And I took him to the doctor and they said, he has Tourette's. Didn't give him no medication. He's able to move his tics, I guess. After a while, they'll move to somewhere else and somewhere else. But as he got older, he adjusted them, I guess, because when you have tics, you don't want other people to see them. So then when he was 16, he was diagnosed with the ADHD. And they put him on some medication. And that's when they said it started. That medication triggered probably the bipolar that would have come out later on. So yeah. But he's my kid, I love him. So I was saying it brought the tics up to me because when you said to do this, I would be afraid to tell him to do that because I would feel like it would trigger a tic, and now he's going to be, instead of maybe going like this when he's anxious or whatever, he's going to be going like this and people can see him doing this. I don't know. Autistic, high functioning, he is super smart. He also has issues with understanding his emotions, how to deal with them. Yeah. So, I mean, it could be very likely that my son is high functioning autistic, okay? It could. But don't you dare fucking tell him that until a doctor fucking tells him that, okay? Yeah.
Andy.
I think he's gonna be okay, but it still scares the shit out of me, Tuppy. Of course, my daughter does that with her plants, all the plants. Wait a minute. Hold on. What are we talking about? Yeah, that too. Thank you, Natasha. He needs to find something cool. What the heck? How do we get to plants? I name all my plants. They all have names. Hey, Jessica. Jessica. It's like hazy out today. but it's hot. That's my point, Natasha. Yes. It, that was my point. But, and because he was, I don't know how it came out. I don't know how she said it to him, but that's what my son said. She makes me feel stupid when I'm happy. Like, I have Asperger's. Something. I forgot exactly how he said it to me, because it's in the text, but I'm waiting on rain. I actually need some rain in my life today. I'm in my good week, actually, where I don't have PMS. My good week is usually right after I have my period. That week right after, I'm good. And then I ovulate, and then boom. I feel it, like, in my body, like, right away. Like, oh, God, I feel it. I don't know who else has that. I'm just, like, really in tune with my body, though. Bless y'all. You know what I think? We was given our babies for a reason. Don't they say we are all given what we can cope with? Some days we all think, whoa, no more, but we always find a way. Yeah, you're right. And I think that God knows, like, because I suffer with anxiety and panic and things like that. And I went through a lot of things in my life, and I feel like because I went through a lot of things in my life and I am the way I am, I can understand my son. Like Kilo doesn't. He can't understand certain things like depression, and he knows what anxiety is now, because I think as the years went on, Kilo developed some sort of anxiety, not like anxiety disorder, but he knows what it feels like now. But took him a long time to really understand. But I think so too. A Hannah Montana. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did. And I was telling her, you know what? You overextend yourself. She did come out and eventually say, but this was after the new boyfriend moved in. I think he triggered her to be like, listen, you doing too much. You like letting too many people up in your house, too many kids in your house, and I've been telling her, like, listen, you can't save the world. You cannot save the world. Like, but she did admit, she was like, at a certain point, she told me, she was like, I felt like I was enabling him to not go home. And I believed it was true, but I couldn't say anything, because if he didn't come here at that point, he wasn't mentally ready to come here, and he did sleep outside. It reminds me of George. George willing to sleep outside. Like, why would you do that? I manic depressive, among other stuff. I get some of what Tony goes through, but my nephew is so similar to him, so I have been through it with him. Yep. And I feel like that's what they need. They need, to know that other people can relate, and they're not really going crazy.
Nephews are on their way. Look at me and my pops when I graduated from middle school.
I know. Look at Kilo and Pops.
Look at all that hair. That's when they told me, boy, you'll never have to worry about going bald. They lied. They lied.
Mm-hmm.
They lied.
Hey, Amanda Grace.
What up, Amanda?
Michelle,
Grace to you and
living
yours.
and going through it, but we are blessed in so many ways. Gratitude work has been helping me.
Believe what I tell you, what I tell you. Don't make me put you somewhere where nobody can smell you.
Wait, what are we talking about? Nah, Tubby said I went gray. My hubby went bald.
Oh,
Thank you, Tams fam. It helps when you talk to someone that really understands. I know. And I did ask him, I did say to him that maybe he should talk to somebody. And he said, I don't want to. So he doesn't want to right now. But he will. I believe he will. And I'm going to try to set him up with a therapist so that he could just do it on the phone. So he doesn't have to go somewhere. I need him to have somebody that he can talk to when he's feeling any kind of way. Nephews are on the way, guys. I still didn't finish everything I needed to finish, but I will. And I don't know if they're going to want to come here and play the game or come here and go right in the pool.
Oh, they're going to want to come right in the pool.
And my older nephew is still here. He's going to be going back to Georgia soon.
Yeah, sometime in
He's the same age as Angie. Jada.
Wow, that's a haul.
Yeah.
He flew out.
What?
He flew out, or his dad drove him out?
Oh, he flew here.
Yeah.
Yep. She gets him in the summer. Yeah, I think he won't do that. I think he will anchor on the phone.
Is that your sister right there?
No. This is the life.
The older he gets, the better he will feel. Yeah, I think the older he's getting, the more he's starting to understand his body, but and he will find different coping mechanisms. And it's funny because me, I like to stay grounded, and I used to love going to the forest or just go sit where there's trees and everything. And Tony does that. He does. He'll go walking in the forest and find a different place and tag different things, and he'll find peace somewhere. But I think that's what I was saying too. He started making music again, and he's actually doing a show. And through this whole entire time, everybody knows, I have said it before, he's the performer. He's just like Kilo. He is Kilo, like, in the performing aspect, where he gets his emotions and everything out. He does it through music. And Kilo was like that for a long time, too, and then he stopped, because he's just not into it. But he's supposed to be doing a show this weekend, I believe, and that makes me feel good, because that is his outlet. So that's a positive. I have horrible anxiety. I had 3 doctors tell me I need to be on a daily medication. I'm happy I didn't listen. I only take it if it's really bad. I love to be outside. It helps so much. Yeah, I believe it helps. I mean, summertime is my season, because I could just sit outside and just observe and be okay. Like, in the winter, I'm not really good. And that's why I want to move somewhere nice and warm all the time, but maybe it's needed. You know what I mean? But for me, like, in the wintertime, I really have to search harder for contentness, I guess. Yeah, when I was first diagnosed with my anxiety and panic disorder, they wanted me to be in a lot more medication, and they would, of course, prescribe me a lot of stuff, and I wasn't the type to take anything. And the woman, I would just push myself. It was so hard, and I still push myself every day. But I learned my triggers, I guess, and I kind of stay away from them, which was driving for a long time. But now I do drive, but I should drive more. But hey, little by little, baby steps, Bob. But yeah, and I remember the therapist that I used to go to, the place I used to go to for my meds every month, or first I think it was every 2 weeks, every month, every 3 months. So after a couple years, I didn't need to go there anymore. I was set, but they definitely did try to put me on a lot of different medication, and I would always say no, I don't like it. I want to go down. And then I stayed on the medicine for, I don't know, I was 25 and now I'm 40, so a long time. And I recently, I think this year, I dropped my med to the lowest dose. So I never liked medication either. And he doesn't like medication either. So that's another hard thing too. He smokes. That's what he does. I remember when they put him on a medication, he was afraid because they weren't testing his blood enough. I mean, we're in state medical, so, you know, they weren't testing his blood enough. And so he was feeling like it was going to hurt his kidneys because that was a side effect. Like it could be bad for your kidneys. So they had to, or your liver. I think it was your liver. So they had to test his blood to make sure that his liver was okay. And if it was too high or something, they would have to adjust the medication. So he came off of that. He didn't want that. Yeah, it was scary to him. I wanna buy an RV or a van and gut it out. But I know Kilo says that he's gonna do that, but I don't think he really wants to, which kind of sucks. But that's what I really want to do. I see a change in my body for the better when I just deal by myself. My husband's mother died from kidney stone. She got septic. Oh my God, don't say that. Natasha, don't say that. Oh, if you guys don't know, I posted a video on my members that a lot of you don't know about. Unless you're a member. And I actually have to do an update, which I don't really have an update right now. But I will. So if you're wondering about the update about Laylo, what's going on, I will update you soon. Yes, I'm sorry for your loss because that's freaking crazy. Imagine just from a kidney stone. That's so scary to me. Yeah. Yeah, I think it will be okay, but just like his father. Right? You wouldn't think that a kidney stone. You would think like, you know, because Kilo gets kidney stones and they just blast them and they come out. But I guess if you neglect to go to the doctor when you're in pain like that, maybe that's when it happens. I don't know. It changes the serotonin. Thinking really isn't good for the body, so if you can find something, holding my hand, activities. Yeah, and that's what he's been doing. And so far, he's been okay. It was just like, with rapid cycle, there's 4 cycles, I guess, that they go through. And they're all pretty severe. If you look up, like, statistics about people with rapid cycle bipolar, it's not good. It's freaking scary. Oh, no, I didn't. The guy that ran into my son's car, which is really my mother's car. So the guy ended up, his insurance ended up paying my mother, I think $600 and, or $800, something like that. And boom, case closed. That was it. And that car is so old that my mother just, if the car needed work done, so that car is on its way out. But anyway, it was taken care of and his insurance paid. So, can you imagine if he was in that car? He would never drive again. I swear to God. Like, if he was, because the sun was out that day, if Layla was in the back of the trunk getting something out, the man would have fucking hit Layla. It would have been a done deal. Layla would never, like, he would have been so traumatized. Chef Sketty in the house. Flipsiders. Rapid cycle is absolutely scary and heartbreaking. Yeah, it is. It is. So, yeah. So Tony did say, you know, when he gets that fight or flight feeling, he runs. He just goes. He leaves the situation. Like, that's what he does. He's done it multiple times. Like, he got into an argument with this girl in the car. And I don't even think he talks to that girl like that anymore. But he was in the car. They got into an argument. Tony jumped out the fucking car and ran. Ran. Just ran. She didn't find him. She didn't know where he was. He came back when he was ready. Like, it's like his brain is like... And he don't know what to do. He just bounces. And back in the day, if you see Tony a lot, like, I think when he's manic or too overstimulated, his eyes get big and his pupils get big, right? And I used to see that, you know, and I used to just think like, oh, he's really excited or something, whatever. And I looked it up, and people with ADHD do have that. And the pupils will get really big because a lot of people thought like he's on drugs or something. No, he's not. But it also happens to people with ADHD when they're trying to recall an event, which is weird, right? Like, your pupils will get really big if you're trying to recall an event. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it happens to me. I don't know what event I'm trying to recall right now. Like, I'm coming to a blank. Did it get big? I don't know. Yeah, he dipped out for real, for real. And then there was another time that my son got into an argument with his boss, and his boss is bipolar too. But I can't hate on the guy. The guy is an angel to my son, gives him a job. That is really why I think my son came out of what he came out of, because his boss, he finally messaged his boss. Like, he must have been coming out of it, right? So he messaged his old boss, the boss that he used to work for before he got the other job. And he didn't say sorry. He didn't. No conversation was needed. He just said, "Hey, are you looking for work? Or I'm looking for work. Do you have any work?" And of course, his boss was like, "Yeah, I got this job. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, come over and you can work." So he's been working since, and he paid Tony $20 an hour now. So he was an angel for that, and forever I will always be thankful for him. He has no idea, but I think that's what pulled him out of what he was going through. Oh my God, how do I look in 144p? That must have been so bad. That is the lowest quality. I mean, but if you don't have Wi-Fi and you needed to connect to the internet, you definitely would want to use 144, because then you won't use your data. You poor thing. Oh, okay. So yeah, so that's what I was saying. I was very blurry. So one day he got into an argument with his boss, and his boss was bugging out because he couldn't understand what his boss was saying. Well, like I said, his boss is bipolar too. So, you know, it's like two bipolar people together, both manic, you know. It's not a good combination, but it works. Like, they're very high energized, okay? They're very... You guys have seen Tony's boss a while back at a festival or whatever, and he was eating an ice cream, and he's a great guy. But anyway, hey Zara, congratulations. So he got into it with him, and his boss was saying a lot of things, and Tony didn't know what to do or how to act or what to think or whatever. He ran. He dropped his phone. This is when he was with his ex-girlfriend. He dropped his phone, threw his phone, and just fucking ran. And he ran to the woods. And he stayed in the woods, and he did not want to see his boss. And so his girl called me up, and she was like, I don't know where Tony went. He threw his phone. He doesn't have anything. I can't contact him. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to come look for him because I'm scared. I don't know what kind of, it's just, anyway, I found him. God helped me because I was screaming his name and he could have been anywhere. And he was in the woods. And all of a sudden, I was ready to give up. And I said a prayer to God, and I said to my father, you know, my father who's passed too, who really reminds me of my son. I prayed, Daddy, please, please help me find him. Please give me a sign. And then I prayed to God. And then as I was about to give up, I told his girl too at the time, I was like, I might scare you for a second, but I'm about to talk to my father and I'm probably going to cry. And so I was about to give up, and all of a sudden I hear, Ma! 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 And so I look over, and there he is in the woods. I wanted to beat his ass. I got out the car, and I said, come here, come here. He's like, don't fucking do it to me. If you leave somewhere, you come home. Somebody on my Facebook was complaining about how it's so much with her kids. Her one kid is crying, one kid is this. Man, if I could just turn back time to when they were babies, it was so much easier when they were little. So much easier. You could fix their little problems. Your problems were so small. Your problems were big, but their problems were small. Now you have to deal with your own problems and your adult children's problems. Yeah. And you know what? There was another time that I came on here and I told you guys the time that Laylo had a bad dream about Tony. And that in Laylo's dream, Tony was hanging from a tree. And Laylo went and he saved him. And the next day, I had Laylo call him. And I believe it was around that time. It was around that time that Tony was feeling those things. And I really do believe in connections like that. Hey, Bella. I really do believe in connections like that. Because I had that with my father, and I believe that Laylo has that. Like Laylo has intuition. So I'm grateful for that. Ooh, that's nice. My kids' ages are all spaced out. 25, 22, 19, 11, and 3. The 3-year-old probably keeps you really going. How old are you? Crystal, how old are you, babe? If you are in your 40s with a 3-year-old, bless your freaking heart, because I couldn't do it. You did? 43, God. God bless you. God bless you, Crystal. Your ass crazy, right? Was it a oopsie? It was a oopsie. Had to be an oopsie. My mother was about that age, and she had my sister, and she said that was the worst postpartum she ever had in her whole life. And I mean, I was an only child for 20 years. My sister was born when my son was born. When Tony was born. Shout out to Nisi. She just liked my video on TikTok. Guys, I've been posting more on TikTok. I'm getting a little discouraged with YouTube. I moved back from Oklahoma, and it was the weekend. It was 39. Hold on. 39 and pregnant. Oh my God. But you know what? I bet you that baby keeps you young. Tanya has little ones too. I mean, not little, but like smaller than mine. Wow. Okay. Tay 2. Thank you for staying and joining. Come back again. Good night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning in India. So go to sleep. Have good night dreams. Justine, you follow me on TikTok? I think I did. No. Okay. Message me on TikTok so I could follow you back. Guys, if you don't know, I have a TikTok. Sometimes I post the TikToks on here, but usually I kind of just keep it over there. It's fun. I really want to start getting into the acting thing, the acting one where you're like, you know, doing voiceover and movie skits. It seems like so much fun. Well, definitely keep me young though. My granddaughter is 2 months younger. Oh my God. That was just like me and my mother. Just like me and my mother. So you and your daughter were you and your daughter were pregnant at the same time. Just like me and my mother. My mother swears that there's something in the water. There was something in the water in the 2001s. Huh?
When you're doing a live one for this two-player game, it's fun. It's like you choose any type of game that you want to play.
They're on their way.
I know. But you
I
choose
can't see.
So you choose any type of game that you want to play.
What do I have to download?
Nothing.
Well, how do I play? Oh, you
It's on
pass
my
it.
phone. No.
Oh, you pass it to me.
No.
How do we both play on this little phone?
Like, for this. Let's see this then. Oh, wait.
Oh, wow.
Pull it. Look at this. Tap the screen.
How'd you win already, you cheater?
Okay, I'll do one finger.
See this game? You
Okay,
can't
ready?
see it. Look, we're playing tug of war, but she's cheating.
3, 2,
Go.
1. Hey, why are you doing 2 fingers? Bestie, bestie.
No, you're doing 2 fingers. Get out of here.
Wait,
I
wait.
hate those kind of games.
Here, wait.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna get off because my nephews are about to be here. I can't look. I'm talking to my
Skateboard! Oh. Oh, it's for free.
What?
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 What did you do that for?
I saw a skateboard in the garbage. And I thought it was free.
It's his.
That's pretty embarrassing. Anyways, hi.
All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm going to finish cleaning my house before they get here, and I
It's
will
gonna make
check
it
back
dirty.
in with you. I know they're gonna make it dirty. I know.
So what's
I
the plan of
know.
cleaning it?
Because I got to do the dishes. Because I'm gonna have to cook. I mean, I did the dishes actually. I gotta finish doing the dishes. I want to sweep the floor. Maybe I'll have a drink and come on later. I don't know. But nonetheless, Kilo said we're going live on Friday.
There's Happy
so.
Hippos.
Awesome.
There's also 4 in a row.
So if you didn't hit the like button on your way out, make sure that you hit the like button for me. We love you mucho, and I'll see you in the next video. I did my laundry. My laundry is done, girl. It's done. I think I have one little load. So, all right, bye.